Hello there, and welcome to the Wandering Wolf. This is our live stream, and this is I suppose it's our review of the first game of the season between Leicester City and Wolves. Leicester City 1, Wolves nil. Doesn't tell the whole story, but before we go any further, it's nice to have my good friend Mr. Craig Forward here with me. How are you, mate?
I'm all good, mate. I'm all good. Good to see
Yeah,
you on this Saturday night. The season is back.
it is.
We're
It
off and
is.
running. It's
And
exciting.
you
We're
know
back.
what? No, whatever the score was today.
Yeah,
It
result
was
to one
just,
side.
yeah, result to one side. Looking at the fans, and we absolutely outsung them so much. It was, mate, it was ridiculous. Like you could not hear any Leicester fans over the Bruno Lage's gone black army. It was just wonderful, and yeah,
Excellent.
it's a shame that we lost, but there are a lot of positives to take from that
Yeah.
display. A lot of them in the second half, granted.
Yeah, I was going to say, not
It's like
many from the first half.
no, not at all. It was quite pedestrian. It was like we were giving Leicester too much respect, and I think Bruno Lage gave him a rocket
Yeah.
at half time,
Yeah.
and they needed it. And to be honest, mate, second half we camped in their half, and they couldn't string passes together because our pressing game was so good, and it was like light years away from what
Mm.
Nuno had.
Yeah.
Like
Well,
we played attacking.
yeah, well, to be honest, like we did a show, didn't we, the other night, and we're sort of, I think both of us really were kind of nervous, sceptical.
Yeah,
This could be a bit of a battering.
absolutely.
And to be honest, 1-0, although we haven't got the points, and obviously it's points at the end of the day, obviously.
Surprises, as they all say.
But the first game of the season, second half performance like that, it's got to be positive, hasn't it?
Well, all the doom and gloom that was said within pre-season and saying, "Oh, we're going to get absolutely spanked by Leicester," nothing's going right. It's we need some transfers, we need some people. Like, granted, we do need some signings. There's no doubt about that whatsoever.
I think that goes without saying, doesn't it? Though?
Absolutely, and we all know the problems that we've got in this team. But now, watching how we are playing, you can see the cogs beginning to turn in Bruno Lage's logic and the way he wants to play, and it's refreshing.
But it's going to take him. It's going to take him probably 4 or 5 games to get into it, and get into the pace of the Premier League, and to find out little bits about his players that he doesn't know already, and the best things. He's new, and I think Leicester's a tough opening game.
Oh, really tough.
We
made them look ordinary.
Disappointing not to get a point after that second half performance, or even 3. But I think after one game, we're not going to go unbeaten all season. So let's take the positives. To be honest, I haven't seen that much negativity around today. I think everybody's just glad to be back. Football's back on, whether you've been to the game or whether you haven't. Soccer Saturday's back on. Fans are back in. Social media's erupted, isn't it, with Premier League, and I think it's just a feel-good factor, to be honest, today.
It's the bigger picture, isn't it? I think what I can't wait for is a full house at Molineux against Tottenham, because I truly believe that we missed that more than you look at those fans. I'm not even joking, mate. Like the Leicester fans, they didn't sing. They did not sing a song, and the Wolves fans outsung them. Like, I know it's not a singing competition, and I should know. I've been on one, but
How'd you get on?
Come second, mate. No big deal. I don't
always do, player. Always do.
Oh my god! What's more to shit? All right. I just truly believe that Bruno Lage, after watching his interview, I feel so much better. It was like it was just so refreshing to get an answer from a manager and not go around the reeking with it. And he must be absolutely amazing to interview in comparison to Nuno, because it's like solutions, and it's all cryptic. Everything that Nuno says is cryptic, and Bruno Lage just comes out and he goes,
like this,
basically, this is what's going wrong. This is what I want to do, right? And like, it's like, oh, thank God for that. Like, it was nice. It was nice to like listen to him be like really passionate about it. And I'll tell you what, he's going to get so much more out of those players. He's going to get so much more out of those players. I think that we're going to do all right this season. And I know we've just lost, but I saw so many positives there. So Max Kilman. Kilman.
Can I just jump in and say...
Absolutely. Sorry. I'm like verbal diarrhea.
Yeah. Thank you to everyone for joining us on this live stream. It's fantastic to have you with us. Get your comments in. We'll try and get through as many as we can. We've had one here from the Shrewsbury Wolf. So evening to you, Shrewsbury Wolf. Thanks for tuning in again. A regular now. And they're saying they're trying to be positive, but for me, the match today was a carbon copy of last season. New manager, but same game plan.
Oh, I think...
Now, I've seen a lot of this, and from what you're telling me, it's different. It might take a few games, but
maybe I'm being a bit too positive about it. But
I don't think so.
I don't know, mate. If it was a carbon copy, then I think what you're trying to say is that we only play 45 minutes, and which is absolutely fair. For the first half, we were a shadow, and we played the same against Celta Vigo as well. Celta Vigo, first half, we were absolutely appalling. But the second half, it's like we need a kick up the backside to actually do anything. Like Jamie Vardy, like he's in his mid-30s, like he was getting through the defence like a knife through butter. But
he's closer to 35 than 34, and he was as sharp as ever.
Well, he took his goal fantastically well. There's but there are some issues there, and we've said it time and time again. I don't actually think it was the defence today that was the problem. Okay. I actually think
there was a lot of last-ditch tackles and things like that. But that was maybe first half nerves,
Mate, I think we gave them too much respect. We gave them far too much respect. And whenever we play Leicester, it's never, it's never one way or the other. Like, it's never a 3-0 or a 4-0, and it was never going to be that today. Like, everybody, a lot of people were saying, Leicester, they're going to spank us, look what they did against Man City. They never, ever do that to us. Like, if you took their 11, they've got a better 11 than us, but I think on the day, we should have at least got a draw, and the issue was, for me, was the finishing. And
I think we'll come on to that. I'll stop you there just briefly. We've got a special guest joining us already tonight.
Oh, well, he's the first episode.
I'm just going to get them in. Yeah. Welcome to Harry.
Yes. All right.
Mr. Harry Mansell, how are you? Oh, can't see him just yet, but I can see his handsome face.
Oh, can you? I can't see him.
It's just a black screen at the moment.
Here he is.
Oh, sorry, lads. Sorry.
It's all right, mate.
Is it all right now?
Yeah, really good.
Mate?
You're right, yeah?
Yeah, good.
Yeah, really good. How are you?
Yeah, good, mate. I just wanted to get your thoughts on the game today, because, we've been having a little chat about it, and it's quite literally a game of two halves. But your thoughts, mate?
Yeah. First of all, I hope the internet's all right. Yeah, I've just got back, so going into the game, I was quite negative building up to the game this week with how pre-season's gone, and I was really impressed with how they played today, I must admit. I thought we defended well, and first start, if Adama puts that chance away, it's such a different game, but it feels like how many times have we said that though? Like, we just don't put our chances away, and then they've got a player like Vardy who just puts his chance away. Great finish, by the way. Great finish. And
beautiful goal.
We played well. We couldn't put our chances away, but as we know, lads, we need some signings, don't we? Desperately.
We do, and we've spoke about this, Craig, a lot. But Harry, it's nice to get your viewpoint on it. Like, if you had a crystal ball and you could pick your perfect midfielder or / two defenders that we obviously need, who would you pick?
See, we spoke about this on our podcast, and you could call out all the names under the sun. but we know we're not going to get him. Like, I know Vestergaard looks like he's going to Leicester. I would have had someone like him. In midfield, we were linked with that one who was at, the one that was meant to play for Albion last year, that OK.
Oh, OK. Okay.
Yeah, OK.
Yeah,
but
yeah, and that's it in a nutshell, isn't it? OK, that's what it would be.
But that's the thing. The people you would like dream, well, not even dream, like realistic domestic transfers, we're not going to go for, are we?
No.
So we're gonna get someone who's a Mendes client we've probably not heard of, who they think is going to be value. Our friend Aaron from America explained it really well. Fosun treat the transfer market like stock. So if we've heard of that player, they probably won't go for him because they obviously want to have value on the player.
It's a good way to look at it, actually.
That is so interesting. Well, they are a business at the end of the day, aren't they? And it's like I think we've had some great years with Fosun, but I think have we hit a ceiling? Do you think, Harry, or do you think that they are playing the long game, or are we getting to the point where Fosun have put all the money that they're going to into the club?
I think obviously FFP is massive, but it does feel like the honeymoon period's over, doesn't it? I think we've got a few rough years coming up. You never know. We've got 3 weeks left of the transfer window. They could surprise us. They really could, and I hope they do because we need it. And I was quite impressed today. I feared the worst. I thought we were going to get a hiding, and we battled well. Even with the injury troubles we've got at the back, with Bolly and Yerson being out, I thought we more than matched Leicester. But Leicester didn't play their best, but they still beat us, so they're going to be up towards the top 4, aren't they? Let's be honest.
We both did our predictions, didn't we, Craig?
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. I mean, okay, it's opening game. Leicester's always going to be a tough game, really. But you think about it, they're going to be pushing, like you say, top 6 really for them is what they've got to be
minimum.
Really, we're not really in that conversation, to be honest, at the moment, are we? No. Especially not with a new manager and one thing and another. So really, for me, we did our show the other night, and we were thinking, it could have been 3 or 4-0 today, to be honest.
Yeah.
Given how pre-season's gone, I was sceptical about it as well, and probably fearing the worst, to be honest. So really, to only lose 1-0. To play as well as we did in the second half, I think we got to take the positives and move on. And
Harry, what do you think of Adama Traore's performance?
Frustrating again. Obviously that chance he cut. There was the second half when he cut it back to Trincao, I think, and he probably should have put it across the 6-yard box. That one sticks in my mind. I mean, he's lethal, isn't he, on his day? But if he had like a bit of a brain and could finish and make the right decision, he wouldn't be playing for us. He'd be at the top.
No, he wouldn't.
Yes,
It's basically you've got to take the flaws with him, because as much as we give him grief, and we have been giving him grief a lot of the time, he does get into those positions, and only God, if he had a brain.
But I said to you the other day, I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. It's a new season. He's been away, and this, that, the other. I was hammering him last season. He drove me insane. I said, no, come on, let's start again. First thing today, misses that chance, and like you texted me saying, if only he had a brain, he gets in all these fantastic positions because of his pace, and then what does he do? Nothing. And that was my whole entire argument about it.
If Neto,
I know people love him and want to keep him, but he's so frustrating. With the money we could strengthen.
Well, it's 50-50, isn't it? At the end of the day. But really what I wanted to ask you, Harry, is if Podence and Neto, is Podence carrying an injury?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay. Well, if you got Podence and Neto fully fit, does Adama Traore even get into the team?
See, for me, he wouldn't, because he's such a good impact player to bring on. But he doesn't want to be that, does he? He wants to be a starter. He wants to move on. And I know he was linked with Leeds, but he said that they were like a sideward step, so he didn't want to go there. So if someone bigger comes, he'd probably go. Yeah. I'll tell you one thing I do want to say, though, lads. I hope my internet's holding up well, by the way.
Perfect.
Is it all right, yeah? Yeah, so I want to say, obviously, I've just come back. That away end today, I've been to quite a few away games in my time. Honestly, the Wolves fans today, I don't know if you watched it on telly.
Yes.
Unbelievable. Honestly, it was like a library, the Leicester fans, but the Wolves fans.
It made me laugh. It made me laugh when you were saying 18 months and you're still not singing. It's just, was just brilliant, because it was literally like Molineux there. Like,
I can't believe why would the Leicester supporters not be as up for it? It was full. Absolutely jumping.
I think it's because they were expecting to win. Do you know what I mean? Like, you're a home fan and you're sat there thinking, we'll win today. So they were just like sat there thinking, we'll win. And We were a bit underdogs, but we were brilliant. The away fans was incredible today.
I suppose in away day is a good way to kick it off as well, isn't it? Like you can't be going away and causing a bit of chaos.
And a full stadium, lads. Honestly, the last game I went to was Brighton, the 0-0 draw before lockdown. Yeah, I haven't been since. I couldn't get a ticket for Man United for Nuno's last game. Couldn't get a ticket, so it was mad today. A bit weird, but mad. I loved it, but and I don't know if because I'm on cloud 9, I'm actually quite happy with the way we played, but I can see why people are disappointed. Do you know what I mean? I can see a bit of a Nuno performance in it in some aspects, I suppose.
Yes, I completely agree. But I like Bruno Lage. We were saying it before you came on, Harry, that Bruno Lage is a bit of a breath of fresh air for us because whenever you listen to Nuno in his post-match interviews, it's always about solutions. It's always like this mystic language.
Cryptic stuff,
it's all cryptic, and then Bruno Lage comes out and said, "This is how we played. This is what we need to work on." And it's just like, oh, thank God. He must be a dream for any journalist or reporter interviewing him. He's a completely different animal, isn't he?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, like you say, every interview you see, he says all the right things. He's quite honest as well. Like when he said about the 3 or 4 players, that's true, isn't it? Nuno would never say something like that. You felt with Nuno, he wouldn't say anything to offend the board and Jeff. So Bruno's saying it, and he's been accused of being a yes man, hasn't he, as well? Like
which people I don't think he is.
Yeah. I've accused him of that. I've accused him of that in the past.
Well, let's see.
I still think that. I think he was the easy option, I'll be honest. I didn't want him, but you've got to back him now he's here. But now he's here, they need to back him, don't they? Because you can't blame him if it goes wrong and we don't sign enough players, let's be honest.
But to be honest, like in his interview today, it was great because if he is going to have that way with his interviews, that'll appease a lot of people, and that'll, if you lose and you say, well, that's why we lost and that's why we need to work on. And
I haven't seen his post match actually. So is it good? Was it? I haven't actually seen his post match.
It was really
you can't ask for any more than that, can you?
Because he basically said, the way we played, we deserved a point. We didn't take our chances. Wasn't good enough finishing. We gave them too much respect. Okay, it's absolutely 100% correct, and we move on to the next one, which, let's be honest, is probably one of the biggest games of the season and one of the biggest games in a long time. We've got Spurs at home for so many reasons. It's going to be huge. Full house at Molineux, Nuno coming back. I'll ask you a couple of questions. How do you think we're going to play against Spurs, and who do you think he's going to pick after that performance? Is he going to tinker with the team, do you think, or?
I think it'd be similar, yeah. Unless Bolly's available, I don't know. I don't know what the injury is like with the defenders, but I think it'd be similar. And I was really worried about the defence, and I thought Sace, Kilman, and Cody did okay today, especially Kilman. But it'd be interesting to see what we do because Spurs are up in the air a bit, aren't they? We don't know what to expect from them either. So it'd be an interesting game. I just hope we can do it, lads.
Yeah, well, I think they're in complete disarray. I think
no.
They're all over the place. I mean, look at Arsenal's result last night.
Yeah. I like that.
And I really, I think they're going to. I think they're going to struggle, and I do think Tottenham are going to struggle as well.
Do you think? Oh, well, you said 15th. We put 15th. Tottenham 15th. I was like, I don't know if they're that bad. But,
you never know.
Yeah, we'll see at the end, won't we? We'll see at the end.
Well, Harry, thank you so much for coming on, mate. And we'll give you your details of your podcast, which I absolutely love. You are so and thanks for the support as well, mate. And hopefully we'll play in that charity game again, and we'll win this time.
Yeah, I might not get injured after 5 minutes.
Just in the back four again.
Hold the line. Cheers, Harry.
Didn't go so well, did it? 8 goals. See you in a bit, lads.
Cheers, Harry.
Bye. Top man.
All right, bud.
That was Harry Mansell. What a legend he is. Love that guy. And he was there at the game. And I think it's safe to say that Harry he kind of thinks the way that the majority of the Wolves fans are thinking, positive performance, but obviously not positive result. Quite a few people have been saying that.
Should we go to some comments? And see,
please. Yeah.
Okay, so let's go to. Where should we start?
Let's go with Dan.
Where is he?
Yeah.
Which one do you see, mate?
He just basically says Donk needed to start. And Vinyl Revival has said the same. Donk for João Moutinho.
Yeah, there's actually a lot of those calling for Donk to start. So
I don't know about that. I don't know. I thought Moutinho played all right today. I thought he linked up play really well. Like
the thing is with Moutinho, he's not going to be able to play every game.
Yeah,
at top level, is he? He's going to be struggling. He's going to need somebody to come on. I think that needs sorting out, to be honest, if we want to push on.
Yeah.
But
what Bruno Lage said about the midfielders, he said that they're all incredibly similar, which, if that doesn't suggest that one or two of them are going, you know what I mean? Like Neves, Moutinho and Dendoncker are all very similar midfielders, he said. So I don't know what that means going forward.
Well, we'll see. It's going to be an interesting few weeks, isn't it? Yeah. So the Shrewsbury Wolf, again, the way I saw it, we sat back and did nothing first half,
True.
May have been his usual terrible self. I'm saying nothing. In the second half, we played well, but we still have issues scoring. Well, yeah. I think there's a lot of pressure put on Raul, I think. Is he supposed to just turn up and start banging goals again? It's not going to happen.
He had a couple of chances. There weren't chances that you'd think, oh my god, not like the Adama Traore chance, which you've just got to put it away. And he had another one where he side-footed it straight into Kasper Schmeichel's hands as well, and he should have. I feel as that I don't want this to become Adama Traore bashing, because Adama Traore got into the positions that the other Wolves players weren't. So he was doing a job, and I can see why people. He's such a Marmite player for us. Like I did a poll on Twitter, and it's 60-40 keep or sell. Like that for me says a lot. It really does. What do you feel as though about Fabio Silva coming on for it was like the last 2 minutes of injury time? It's hard, isn't it? Is that going to be going forward with him?
I mean, you don't know what's going on, do you, behind closed doors and in training and stuff? But it's too little, too late, isn't it? If you need to make a change, you need a goal. He's young, he's fit. You'd hope. He needs more time than that. You can't bring somebody on. Whether that was just.
I think he was just give her a run out, but I think you're right. I think if you are going to change it, you need to change it 10 minutes from the end if you want.
If you think that sub's going to come on and have an impact, you've got to give them at least 10 minutes. I'm sure.
Yeah, I agree.
So Adam Wiggin, cheers for joining us, mate. Again,
nice one, mate.
So he's saying Bruno should have taken Saiss off and brought Silva on in the 4-4-2 rather than playing Kilman as a striker.
Interesting.
So,
interesting. That I don't think 4-4-2 going forward is good for us at all. I don't care what.
I think it would.
Combination
not with our current players, no.
No, not even when Bolly's fit or Mascara is either. I just don't think they are good enough centre-backs, Premier League centre-backs, to make a difference. Like I think you saw it today, especially in the first half, Leicester went through the defence at will. And Jamie Vardy, as good as he is, he's not the quickest in the world, but he turned Cody and especially Saiss inside out. So
if we were playing Man United today, you think it would have been a different story.
Also, if we would have played, one of the lesser teams like Burnley or Brighton, I really think we're about a mid-table team at the moment. But as we were talking to Harry, I feel like we all know what we need. Yeah. And I think Bruno Lage has given his shopping list to.
I think it will happen. You can't underestimate. You can't sort of sit here and say he doesn't know what he wants. I think he knows exactly what he needs.
Yeah. Will he get them?
It's absolutely nothing to do with it. At the end of the day, is he going to get them? Time's running out now.
What do you think about this? Sorry, mate. What do you think about this Rafa Mir situation? It's because he's coming back training, to have a chat with Bruno Lage.
Look, he's obviously on fire, isn't he? Where he's playing now.
Yeah.
Now, if he's an informed striker, that's exactly what we need. Is it worth? Cotrine's gone. It will literally all come down to: is he going to have the hump coming back to Wolverhampton?
Probably.
Yeah, I agree. And you can't force. If you force a situation, it's not going to end well.
Yeah.
So even if somebody's playing well and doing really well, and all the Wolves fans want him back, if he doesn't want to be there, it's not going to work. So you're absolutely, that can't happen. So I think, I don't know.
What would you do? What would you do for Tottenham then, mate? Because I'd
get some signings this week.
Well, yeah. Let's take the signings to one side. Like what we've got now. If this is what we've got now, and no outgoings, no incomings, would you play the same team? Would you tinker with the formation? Like, bearing in mind, we kind of know what Nuno's going to do. But is he going to do the same with Tottenham as he did with Wolves? Like, because he's got different players.
Yeah,
so.
Well, we don't really know, do we yet? What he's going to do? So.
Well, they're going to get spanked by Man City.
I can't see
opinion.
Yeah, absolutely. I can't see him tinkering too much. I think he'll keep it the same. I think, might be a change. Maybe Gibbs White will start instead of Moutinho. Maybe, depending on how he is. I can't see him. I can't see him changing it too much. To be honest, I'd like to see Silva. I'd like to see Silva have more time.
Would you?
But who's he coming on? We need goals, don't we? We need goals.
That's interesting that you said Silva, because who said, Vinyl Revival, get that one up there, matey. Silva needs to partner Raul in a 4-4-2 when we're able to.
And like you just said, a 4-4-2 is probably not right for us at the moment. So
it's not with the personnel that we've got, and that's not being detrimental to our forward players, because I actually think going forward, well, you've seen it today. We had 17 chances, like more than double what Leicester had. But we need somebody to put the ball in the back of the net. And Raul, as much as we love him, and as much as we're so glad that he's back, we need to give that guy time to get back to some semblance of normality. That he's in my opinion, he's not going to be the same player for a little while. So we need to cut in some slack, and maybe Rafa Mir is the guy.
Yeah, but if he doesn't want to be there, then it's going to be another Cotrine situation, isn't it? And I'd rather not bring players back, even if they're on top of the world. If they don't want to be there, it's not going to be the same, and all we're going to do is end up being frustrated. So I'd rather get somebody in who either needs a chance or just I would gladly take someone we've never heard of that's a bit of a punt who just they might turn out to be the next.
But that's what they'll do. It's what Harry was saying earlier. He was saying it was interesting what he said about Fosun look at us as stocks that go and that it's a bit. It does fascinate me how the business side of it works, but I think what we need to remember is that Jeff Shee hasn't let us down yet. He hasn't let us, and that's what Bruno Lage said. He said, he's always come through in the end.
That's true. That's true. I think as a fan, like the raw of it, like today, an away day back, football's back, stadiums are packed. You don't want to think about the business side of it, do you? You just want to think.
No, exactly. Yeah, but we need to. But we do, because money.
It is, and then when Harry said that, it just highlights that it is exactly
a massive
that.
business. Let's get. Sorry, mate. Let's get Harleen Athwell's on. Yeah. That's it. Do you think Kane will play? Obviously for Tottenham after the training session shenanigans. I doubt whether Harry Kane will play against City, and if he doesn't play against City, then I believe the transfer is going through, so City will not want him to play for Tottenham in any capacity.
I think if he's not left by then, he'll be on the bench.
Well, he probably won't even be in the squad, mate. If
So?
basically they ain't going to bring him on and risk having him for like 130 million bid, be like twist his ankle or something. Like they're going to want him off the field, aren't they? So there's no way he'll be anywhere near the squad if it's gone through. And like if Kane isn't playing for Tottenham, then
great.
That's fine. But he also said the one above, mate, Athwell, Harleen Athwell. Thank you, by the way.
Yeah, thanks for all these comments. We are going to try and get through as many as we can.
Trincao needs to be braver, and the reason why I brought this one up is because he's absolutely right. He was quite. He looked like a boy when he was playing. Don't get me wrong, an incredibly talented lad, but a bit like Fabio Silva in
he's got to get into the pace of it. It's going to take him a few games. Yeah?
Exactly. But he had a few flicks and a few tricks and stuff. But Morgan Gibbs-White, the 5-minute cameo that he had instead of him, probably did as much.
Yeah.
As Trincao did in the whole game. So, what do you do there against Tottenham? Do you, you've got to play Trincao for me.
I want Gibbs-White to get more game time. I've said that.
Can Neves and Morgan Gibbs-White play in the centre together?
I hope so. Yeah, I'd like to see him try. Definitely.
Do you not think that's incredibly brave or a bit silly on our part? As they're both like, Neves.
It's a fine margin between genius.
And complete yeah. Adam Partridge. Let's have a look at that one. That was a good one.
This one?
Yes, that's the one.
Okay.
Would you like James Ward-Prowse at Wolves? Yes, please. But he's going to Villa. That's what's going to happen.
He's going to Villa, 100%.
Unfortunately, he's going to Villa. And I think the reason is that they will offer him more money because they've got more money from the Grealish sale. And I think at the moment, Villa is probably it just looks like a better fit for somebody like him, unfortunately. But we'll get there. God, Sean, get that one on. It ain't happening in a million years, mate. But he says a striker who would like to see at Wolves, Tommy Abraham, if he would come. That's the issue, Sean. He won't want to come.
But as somebody's already pointed out, Shrewsbury's pointed out, they're going. Tammy Abraham is, I think,
Roma
basically a Roma player. So
yeah. They've got a decent squad now, haven't they? Blimey.
Yeah, absolutely. Got.
I agree with this. Go on, you read it out, mate.
Final revival. Thanks for tuning in again. Appreciate comments. Surprised Hoover was picked over Semedo. Hoover's crossing his poor, ballooning the ball into the stand.
I think Semedo was he was in contact with a positive COVID test. He had to isolate, unfortunately.
He didn't travel with the squad last night, did he? So,
but for me, I completely agree. I think for me, Hoover or Herver.
But Hoover's actually had he's been one of the standout ones from pre-season.
He didn't have a great game today.
But he was poor today.
He was unfortunately. I wanted him to have a great game because, he's a young lad. I think he will get better, but today I thought he was a little bit found out in possession. And for me, Semedo all day long. I tell you what, I like Marcel though. Marcel. I really like him. He might have been a little bit at fault for the goal because he stood up for it. Are you all right there, Marmette?
I'm struggling, mate.
But I think if he keeps fit, I think he's going to be all right for us. I think he's going to be a surprise for us this season, Marcel. I like him.
It's if he can keep fit, isn't it?
Well, that's it. Yeah, he's made of papier mache, isn't he? I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen against Tottenham, but
it'd be interesting. It's what sort of reception do you think Nuno's going to get? Or what would you ideally?
What would I like? I'd like us to be very polite and clap him before the game. I think he's done great things for this club. I don't think he deserves anything negative put towards him. If people start singing for Nuno, then that's
where you draw the line,
man.
Yeah, absolutely.
You've got to draw the line there. Like,
I don't think they will, mate.
No,
I
hope not. Like, clap him before the game, clap him after the game if you want to, but don't start singing his name because you just look like a bunch of morons.
Yeah.
Personally,
Agreed.
That's what
Nobody's going to sing his name, mate. Surely.
I hope not. If you do, then you don't deserve it.
Before the game, like you say, yeah, bit of a clap, bit of a how are you, whatever.
How are you?
How are you?
Right, thanks. How are you?
How are you, Mr.
Bit of wave. Yeah.
Once that whistle goes, mate, that's it. He's the opposition, isn't it? That's it.
Yeah. God, I really want us to take something from Spurs.
I think we will. I think we'll beat Spurs. I think it's an easier game than it was today.
Will it? I hope you're right.
They're in disarray, mate. Trust me.
Do you not think that Nuno,
Leicester are a team who've got their stuff together?
Yeah, I know, but
they know what they're doing. They're solid.
They weren't all that, mate. They weren't all that at all.
No, but it's first game. So that's fair enough. But Tottenham.
Do you think they're going to struggle? Well, you definitely think they're going to struggle, don't you? But I just think that template for the second half, we can just go forward so much with that. Like it was. I think you'll
see with Tottenham that last season was Nuno's lost his head rather than it was the Wolves' problem.
Do you think?
Yeah.
I must admit, mate.
I think you'll see this season that it was the right decision.
When I watch Neves and I watch him today, like that. When I watched him, it felt like the shackles had just come off him. He just looked like a completely different player. Like have the pitch to yourself. Like some of his link-up play, especially with Adama Traore, I thought he played him in so well. And I keep coming back to Adama Traore, but that man is powerful and he's so quick. Yeah. I wish to God he could cross a ball or he knew the right pass because he's got all the ingredients of an unbelievable player. Like the Leicester, whenever he was running the Leicester defenders, like as every other defender in the Premier League, they were like cacking themselves. You could see it. They're like, don't run at me. Please don't run at me because I've got nothing for you.
Yeah, but as long as they show him the line, he can't do anything about it.
I know, mate. But do you not think that every single coach that's ever managed him has tried to just hone in on that end product because that's the only thing that's missing from his game?
Yeah.
It's really hard to know what the best thing to do with him is.
I've got an idea. Let's get the views of a man who knows what he's talking about.
Oh, what? Not me.
Not you.
Well, no, I don't know what I'm talking about.
It's the man, the legend. It's Finners.
Yes.
We're live.
Yes,
knows what he's talking about.
Well, it was me, mate.
Where?
Well, mate, you're right.
I don't know why, but I'm happy. We've just lost. I've wasted the day. I'm so pleasantly surprised, mate. I've got a pasta bake in the oven. I've got. Wonderful. I mean, this should time so I can whiz the Love Island adverts as well. So you're perfect time to get me on.
Oh, fantastic.
I'm happy. I really thought we'd get smashed today, lads, and it was such a pleasant surprise. I had money on Vardy to get two. So
no, you didn't. Did you?
I did.
Did you really?
Yeah, Bet365 gave out a free fiver, so I thought, you know what? So I was quite good. He missed that one at the end, really. I thought we may as well lose two.
Get a few money beers.
That's the one. But no, really pleasantly surprised. Thought it'd be 3-4, and only the one, and so many chances, 17 shots. If you told me that, I mean 3 on target, but we'll ignore that.
Yeah. Well, let's not go into that much detail. It's like it's not. It's like if you compared the first half and the second half, mate, like it was really, I know they'll say it. Like,
don't say again too
often. I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it because we've already said it. But isn't that the problem though that we had last season? It's like they need a rocket. They need a rocket at the backside. Like every single halftime team talk must be the same, and like that can't carry on, can it?
No, if you were an average Premier League fan and you watched today, you wouldn't know we had a new manager from that sort of the same system. You wouldn't go, right, that they've changed. You wouldn't, with like, I don't know, Tuchel coming in at Chelsea or ones like that, they made big differences. You wouldn't know. Again, second half FC, but I mean, under Nuno, we used to at least get a goal. I don't know. Let's get back. I don't.
Nuno win.
But no, the signs were there. I mean, when we're talking about shots, Leicester only had the 9, but 5 on target, whereas 17 with 3. A manager can't. There's only so much he can do. If he's created a tactic or whatever to get you shots, it's down to the players to score them. So Jamie Vardy, I mean, 34, 35, he just scores goals.
Yeah. It was the ridiculousness of how easily he took that chance, which was it was sublime, the finish. And that's probably what we're missing at the moment, isn't it? Because we were talking earlier about Raul Jimenez, and as much as we wax lyrical, and we should, because he's a fantastic player, we do still need to give him time. He's not going to be the same player. We are going to need to give him like 6, 7, 8 games to actually bed into this new system, and also the fact that he might be a little bit off the pace. Do you not think that is the case? And is that why Rafa Mir is coming back for a little chat?
Yeah, I saw about that. Yeah, with Jimenez, it was good because you saw the old Jimenez, like the little flicks for the Kilman chance at the end. Oh. That's when Jimenez is. It used to be like he'd have 4 or 5 games, score a few goals, and then in that 6th, 7th, he'd be trying Rabona bicycle kicks, scorpion kicks. Like, mate, just shoot. But he was doing a few of those today. He went up for a header as well. The head guard didn't seem to be bothering him. Didn't get much power on it, so I don't know whether to take the cushion out the front or whatever. But no, I'm not worried about him. I think he'll score goals when the chances are there. I mean, if it's like if Sterling squared it to Kane, if Adama squared it to Jimenez, I mean, he'd have 2 tap-ins today. But yeah, with Rafa Mir, I don't know why I have a prejudgment on leagues, but when we've had a Spanish league striker in William Jose who looked fantastic, I know you can't. Every player is different, but he was scoring like 15 in La Liga. He comes to us. I'm really worried that Rafa Mir's at his peak value and get rid before we see him play in the Prem. Like Nottingham Forest said he was one of their worst ever loan players, and all of a sudden, Atletico Madrid for 15 million. You go on.
Yeah, bye. Yeah, I completely get it. I agree.
Don't give him a receipt.
Absolutely, yeah.
He doesn't want to come back to Wolverhampton, does he? Let's face it.
Madrid, Wolverhampton.
I know where I'd like to go. But I think Patrick Catroni going on loan again, which is bizarre. But doesn't that kind of mean that he needs to come back, because we need some kind of backup striker. We can't just have Fabio Silva, bless him, coming on for his cameos like for 30 seconds at the end of the game. Like if Jimenez or him get injured again, we're back to square one, aren't we? So do we kind of need him?
I think, you do need someone. I think that the same with sell to buy. That's why it really confused me with Catrone when they're saying sell to buy, but we ain't sold it. Like, what happens there? Do we have to loan someone in and then use the wages that he was on? I don't know. Like, I thought that would be some money there to free up, and hopefully they're saying they might not need to sell Adama and Neves. So if you can sell your Rafa Mirs, I know they got decent money for Vinagre, but that's coming in next season. Those sorts of players that are never going to touch the first team.
I'm
as well. Happy with that. Yeah, that's a weird one. Every player now, there's like Pedro Goncalves has gone. Every time a young player leaves us, it's going to be, is he another one? Is he another one? So after Sawi, if he's the next Yaya Toure, we'll go, right, okay, that's fine.
All Ballon d'Or winners in the next 5 years, probably. But,
and crucially, boys, American, good for marketing.
That's it. Yeah, want to go stateside? That's North America, Asia. Let's hit them all.
It's a business.
It is, as we know with Fosun. It is about the business. Well, we had Harry on earlier, and he was saying like Fosun are treating Wolves like stocks, basically. Yeah. When they buy players young and sell them on for a profit. So, I'm not unhappy about that. I would like us to like delve a little bit deeper for a player that's past puberty, for example. it would be great to like get like a player that's in their mid-20s.
Premier League player.
Yeah, just for a change. For a change.
Yeah, a welcome change. That would.
Yeah. How do you think we're going to get on against Tottenham after that display today, then, Finners?
I like Marcel's words earlier. Did you see him? I hope we kill them.
Him.
I thought, kill them. Kill them. But yeah, I mean, it'd be interesting to see how they line up tomorrow. Where like Kane's a big difference. I mean, Son's probably going to score against us regardless. Whoever's up there up front, but I'm confident. I think we need at least a point out of these first three. I thought it'd be either one of these first two games. You needed one somewhere because 3 games, 0 points. You then go into Brentford, who look good. You've got to be careful. I'm not scared yet. I mean, it's only been one game, so I'd hope not. But I think if you lose against Spurs and then it's Man United who looked ridiculous today. So I don't know. But I'm quite confident. If you've got Adama on the left wing, Matt Doherty on the right back, I'm confident there's gaps there. Eric Dyer, can you imagine Eric Dyer trying to chase?
Oh, I'd love Eric Dyer to start.
That'd be. I think we've got a better chance against Tottenham. I really do.
We don't think that Harry Kane's going to start, do we?
No, I can't see it.
Yeah. Can't see it. If he's going to Man City for 130 million odd, like they ain't gonna like stick him on the bench and bring him on twist his knee or something. Like it's just not going to happen. So and a Tottenham without Harry Kane, it doesn't matter if you rate him or not. Like they are not as good a team. So I really think it's there for the taking. Like what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do with Nuno, Finners? What's the plan?
I'm gonna kiss the ground that he walks on. I love the bloke. It's very strange. It's never going to be clear, is it, what exactly happened there at the end of the season? I'm quite happy with Bruno, but I'd have quite happily kept Nuno as well. I honestly, I absolutely love him. Being my age, I haven't seen much success with Wolves, and to have someone do that so quickly, it was getting stale. And when you see people like Connor Cody saying maybe it was, and that's like, right, wow, maybe there was a problem there because he was the guy, wasn't he? So I just love him. It's going to be annoying if he does do well with Tottenham. It's not like Jota scoring today. I love him, but I don't want him to stop doing well. So I don't want Nuno to get top 4. I won't be like, oh, well done. Just stay 6th, 7th, and
I think we feel the same, don't we, Mark? We absolutely love Nuno. We never got on board with the Nuno bashing last year, but I think you're right, Finners. When players such as Cody are saying, well, actually, it's probably time. It just makes you think, well, actually, the signs are all there. We could all see it. Yeah. So it is time. But
I like the fact that Bruno Lage is. I know he's Portuguese, but he's a completely different animal to Nuno. When he's in interviews, don't know whether you've noticed it, Finners, but he actually gives an answer to a question without it being a riddle.
Solutions.
It's like I actually understand what you're saying, and it's refreshing. And I think going forward, that will be our philosophy as a football team as well. We're going to be an attacking football team. We might get spanked a few times, but I think we'll score a few goals, and I think we'll entertain a few people. And the problem was last season. I don't know how you feel yourself, but it felt a little bit stale, and I think it probably did come to a natural end. In the end, now that I'm looking at the players and looking at the interviews that they've done, Neves in his new role, which it looks like. He's got a new lease of life. I don't know how you feel about it.
Yeah, I think everyone was saying last season, wasn't it? We need a centre back, a centre midfielder, did it, and then I'll be happy with another Nuno season. I mean, we still need them. So it's the same problems, but I did notice a lot of differences today. If there's a bit of an insight, I don't know if people are at the game and things that the cameras don't really pick up. Him on the touchline, as you're saying, he's so different. He wasn't he's got no beard to stroke, but he wasn't just there doing the beard. If we can see it, he was jumping up and down, running down the line. It reminded me when Tony Pulis said he coached Adama through games. He was on Adama every time when he was down his side, run here, run there, telling Hoover to bolt forward. And one I noticed at the end as well, Adama obviously felt quite responsible for the result as he had. The chances late on the first half. Yeah, I mean, he played his dribbles. I saw a stat today. It was it said it was dribbles today. Crystal Palace 3, Chelsea 7, something. Adama Traore 10. It's what he does is unbelievable. But he was walking off the pitch on his own. Didn't really come over to clap. And Bruno came on, and it wasn't like a Nuno would give him the. He just sort of gave him a hand, walked past him, and I was like, I don't know whether I like that or not, but I'm sort of warming to it, where it's like, you've got to do better, and not maybe he does take to that arm around the shoulder. I don't know what's going to happen, but
there's lots of people saying he doesn't want to be there anymore. So that's only Twitter talk, but I've heard a lot of that today.
Mate, I don't think he played like he didn't want to be there today. Like watching his performance, like his final ball wasn't great, his finishing wasn't great, but good God, he was the one.
At least he was there.
Absolutely, he gets into those positions, and he's the one player that the Leicester defenders are going, no, don't run at me, please, God, don't run at me, because I've got nothing for you, you know. And if he had a final delivery, well, Harry said earlier, he said he wouldn't be at us, he wouldn't be playing for us. He would play for Barcelona. Exactly. He would play, you know. So we've got to take the good with the bad, I suppose. But, you know, that's the issue for me. Like,
and when people go on that first, got the one in the first half, like, if Jimenez was there, he would have finished that. But I love Rafa Jimenez, but Adon went on like nitro boost, like on Marita, that one touch. I was like, no one else, Harry Kane, Jimenez, they're never getting in that position in the first place. So he's a package. We know what he is. Every coach is all right. I can change him. I can turn him into a goal scorer. He's not, but I love him. So I'd be gutted if he went.
Oh, that's interesting you say that, because I did put a Twitter poll out, and it was probably 65-35, like keep. But I would have said probably at the end of last season it probably would have been the other way around. You know, like cash in on him. So I kind of like the fact that we're actually going to keep the players from last season that Bruno Lage thinks that he can make better and mould into what he needs. Because that front three for me, like, does Podence or Neto gets in, obviously, but who do you take out of that front three? Because I suppose it depends if you play 4-4-2 or you play the three up front. You got Jimenez, and then you've got two others on either side. Who do you play there when they're all fit? Like, I just don't know. I don't know.
No. And then Gibbs White, who's had a great pre-season, is going, hang on, what about me? And we're over in that area for a team that can't finish. We've got some quality players. It doesn't make any sense.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. It really doesn't. But like, you know, going forward, I think we can only be positive. And like, it's nice that you've come back from the game. And I think we're all there, aren't we? We're all there. We're happy that football's back. We're happy that full crowds are there again. Like, absolutely buzzing for the top.
You wouldn't know today. I think there's only 3,000 Wolves fans, I think, at the rest of them. A few clappers, mate. Oh my God, if I see a clapper again this season.
Dish.
It was a drum, clappers, and all had flags. I thought, get me out.
Like the Eurovision Song Contest. So, wrong place, mate. Wrong place.
Maybe we don't want to be Leicester.
Well, yeah.
I did think that last game they played, they won a trophy, and it was, you wouldn't know. I mean, community they won a shield, but very strange. But the fans today, unbelievable.
Well, Finners, thank you so much for coming on. It's always a pleasure, mate. And it's nice to get your opinions on Wolves and if they're going forward and if you're happy. And it seems to me that you're pretty pleased with the performance. Yeah,
there's positive signs. That's what we like. I mean, we do need some points soon, but for now, positive signs will do.
We will need some.
We'll get some.
All right, deal.
We'll get it.
September's coming. We're fine. All right, mate. Well, it's lovely to speak to you anyway. All right.
Yeah, you too.
Take it easy.
Cheers. See you guys.
Bye.
See you. Yeah, we love Finners. Cheers for coming on. But yeah, we'll get some points eventually, mate. Don't worry. It's only one game.
Mate, I'm not worried.
It's positive. Football's back. Stadiums are full. Match of the day is going to be on shortly.
I'm not watching that if we lose.
What?
I don't watch Match of the Day if we lose.
You're going to watch it for everybody else and see what they're doing and see what we're up against.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I watched the Villa game because they lost, didn't they?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Last one. Let me have a look. Sean at the bottom.
Go on. Let's end on this.
All right. I'd let Adama go if we got a decent amount, 40 million plus, and reinvest in someone better.
Yeah,
if you can find somebody that can pay £40 million for a super sub, let's be honest.
Surely
that's what it's going to be.
Surely its value maybe not towards the end of after January, let's say.
It's not worth £40 million.
It's still got to be there or thereabouts, hasn't it? In today's market, it's got to be. For teams that don't know about him as well as we do,
well, that's true.
They only see good bits and think, "Oh my God, why is he not playing for Spain? He's absolutely fantastic."
Yeah, that's fair.
Those people.
Yeah. All right. Let's end on Shrewsbury Wolf because that's a good one actually. That is really good.
Moving on.
Has your prediction? Yeah, let's swiftly. Has your prediction about where we will end up change after the match today? No, it hasn't. I think we are a mid-table team. I think we can get better. I think I think we'll beat the teams that we are supposed to be beating, and I think we'll lose to the teams like the bigger teams because I think we'll play too attacking for them.
I think we're going to get hammered a few times this season.
I think we will as well.
I think we're going to get battered a few times.
Yeah.
I also think we've got the capability now to go and beat somebody 3-0.
Yes.
If we're on fire and we've got a good run, whereas before we never did. It was always sit back, get one, see how we go. But I think it's going to be interesting. We're just crying out for those couple of signings, but
I know
we'll be fine. Don't worry.
I think we will. I think it was more positives than negatives today, and I'm happy going forward. We have got some news though. From now on, we will be doing a Monday show. It's going to be every single Monday. Doesn't matter when the games are. It could be a review show. It could be a preview show. The game could be on a Monday night. But who knows? But all you need to know is that we're going to be doing it every single Monday. The timings might change slightly, but it'll be in the 8 p.m. ballpark. So, if you want to keep your Mondays free and have a chat with us, then we would love that because we love the interaction. We've had so many questions today and tonight. So thank you. Much appreciated. Massive thank you to Finners and Harry as well for coming on. Absolute legends. Pretty decent footballers as well, but don't tell them I said that. And you got anything else to add, Craig, other than football's back and we're all happy to be here?
Nothing really other than thank you to everyone who's joined us tonight. Left comments, we really appreciate that because it gives us something to discuss. And we're finding that this format slightly different to what we did last year, which was just us rambling on about the match, really, and our thoughts. But this is really good.
I feel less angry when I get my when we're just talking to each other.
It's nice to share our thoughts with. It's nice that other people, especially me, they're supporting my views because last year I was thinking, I'm going to go out on a limb here. It's good to hear off everybody and get everybody's opinion. It's great to have guests, so we'll try and bring you some more of those. And on to the next. Don't be disheartened today. I know we haven't got the points that we wanted or a point, but we're back, and it's going to be a roller coaster, I think. But let's enjoy it.
Absolutely. All right then. Cheers, everyone. You've been watching and listening to Wandering Wolf.